So, from the little bit that I know, because I haven't really looked that in depth into it because I never identified as mixed race, is I think that the majority of us are mixed race. I don't think that any one person has one ancestry these days, and we just don't realize it. And I also think that the United States has set up these constructs. I won't even say the United States. I think that certain um, systems or countries, as you will, has these things in place to divide people and to empower certain people. Because if you look anywhere, you'll find that Asian people or people who live in India or in Spain, it always seems like the darker skinned people are treated worse. They're treated bad. So if you have any black or connection to Africa or appear to be darker in any way, there's always this system that puts you below other people. And I believe that this is where racism comes from, is it wasn't in place to necessarily help us to identify who we are, but it was really just to empower the people who feel like they should be more superior. And that's why I choose not to identify as Black or African American. So I live in the United States. I know, that I'm Black, and I know that I'm African American in terms of how we label ourselves here in this country. So, so I don't want people to misunderstand my point. But I think that, like the majority of us probably these days are what's considered mixed race. And I never thought of myself as mixed race because both of my parents are Black. They're African American, and both of their parents are Black. So I never looked at myself as mixed race until I started doing research and looking at videos of people who consider themselves mixed race and looking at what the actual definition of mixed race is versus like biracial or even quadroons. And if you look on some census records, you will even find these terms on some census records, which is why you will also find like mulatto or even colored, in addition to Negro or Black. The labels that have been placed upon us, one, were not given to us by ourselves. We didn't call ourselves these things. So that's the other thing that I think people should consider and look at is being labeled colored, Negro, mulatto, Black, African American. We didn't give ourselves these names. These names were labeled and slapped on us by other people. And this is kind of just my way of rebelling, I guess, against that system. So yeah, I consider myself American of African descent or of Fulani ancestry because there are a lot of things I'm mixed with.